We took my client Kaye from relying purely on referrals to landing a $700K listing in under 30 days, all because of a simple trust-based system. We did this all without cold calls. We did this all without sleazy sales. It was all because of a simple YouTube ad strategy and an even simpler funnel. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how we did it so that you can duplicate this for your own local market. Let's get into it. Let's jump straight into the proof. So as stated before, Kaye relied primarily on referrals. However, after the recent NAR settlement creating a surge in sellers, she needed a way to branch out and basically capture more opportunities in the competitive market. And so just after 22 days, she landed a $700K listing with less than $300 spent on ads. And basically, I'm just going to break down how exactly we did this. And the first thing to understand is 80% of the success of this entire funnel that we built out with her came down to the ad creative itself. And so just breaking down how we actually structured the ad, the key things to understand here is that we broke it into 3 separate sections: the hook, the story, and the close. This is our hook, story, close framework. Essentially, within the first 5 to 15 seconds, we basically centered it around the benefits, the pains, and the desires and proof of the actual content of the ad itself. So just to let you know, 80% of the ad success comes down to the hook. If people aren't hooked into watching the video, you're going to skip it, you're wasting budget, etc., etc. So a hook that we used specifically for her was, if you're thinking about selling your home anywhere in or around the Hudson Valley, this message is specifically for you. As you can see here, you're calling out the ideal prospect, basically solving or calling out their problem if you're looking to sell your home and you're in the specific location that they are actually in. Again, this is building familiarity. It's calling them out. It's getting them engaged to watch the rest of the video. We then moved into the story, which is the middle of it, which is the next 15 to 120 seconds. This was basically touching on the angle and the context of the actual ad. It was centered around the lead magnet and the value proposition. I'm going to break down that in a little bit. We used a custom home evaluation for her. And again, I'll break that down in a second. And then finally, during the close, we re-engaged the pain and agitation of not solving the issues that were addressed in the story by incentivizing the lead to take the next step in order to get their custom home evaluation to solve their problems. So basically, just to reiterate here, at the top of the funnel, we used the YouTube ads in order to create the traffic and attention of the entirety of the section of the funnel. From there, we actually created a landing page, as you can see here. Basically, we sent the initial traffic there in order to actually generate the leads. And the landing page's job was basically to filter out all the garbage leads and only giving us leads that were actually motivated to sell right now in the market. From there, we then provided the lead magnet, which in this case was the custom home evaluation, basically to build trust at scale. And it built another layer to the funnel, essentially, again, increasing the quality of the lead. And finally, we used conversion mechanisms, which were automated emails and texts, basically just solving common objections and FAQs, which basically started 3 times more conversations than just typical sales emails. And then after all of this was running, once the ad campaign was up, we optimized it every 5 to 7 days by adding new ad accounts, new ad variations into the mix. And the reason for this is we scaled the winners, built the variations off of the winners in order to just basically make more winners. And essentially, why this entire funnel worked comes down to the fact of 3 different things here. So number one, the ads were specifically hyper-targeted towards sellers that were already in the market, and this minimized wasting ad spend and maximizing the conversion rates because, think about it. If your ads are getting out to 20-year-olds looking for camping gear, obviously it's not going to resonate. So we used specific targeting methods. I'm not going to break these down. If you want to actually figure out the different targeting methods, I have a video on a full YouTube ads course. I break all of that down. Check that in the description below. But yeah, so we're basically honing in on who's motivated to sell right now in the market. And then from there, the second aspect of why it worked was the trust building factors. So by educating the sellers early, Kaye positioned herself as the expert, which essentially built the trust, increasing her close rate. And then finally, the follow-up system was the third aspect of the success of the funnel. Basically, it ensured that every lead was nurtured, which increased the chances of conversion by 7x. So at the end of this whole thing, the strategy generated her, as stated before, a $700K listing with under $300 spent on the ad campaign itself. And so just some general key insights here to understand for lead magnets, which we'll start on now. Buyers and sellers research for weeks or months before actually acting on working with the realtor. So most download lead magnets or information during the info gathering phase. And that's why it's key to provide consistent value during this stage, because it's going to build trust and it's going to keep you in the top of their mind during this stage. And then the other aspect is the follow-up. Just a quick statistic, leads are 90% more likely to respond within the first 5 to 15 minutes of opting in. And our CRM instantly sends personalized SMS and emails to deliver the lead magnets, nurture those leads, and then handle the objections at scale for you. So if you're looking to attract high value seller leads and you want to build a pipeline that's consistently full of motivated clients and dominate your market like the top agents, just click the link in the description below. You can work with me, book a call on the calendar. We'll break it down, see if this is something that will align with your business, which it probably will, and we'll go from there. That's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.